Hello and welcome to my ultimate Spider-Man guide. Today I will be showing you all you need to know when it comes to Spider-Man. We'll be going over his abilities and all the settings that you need. Spider-Man is by far the most mobile character in Marvel Rivals. His speed and skill scaling are completely unmatched, and with these tips and tricks I'm about to show you, you'll be well on your way to making it to the highest ranks. So without further ado, let's get started with his abilities. So for Spider-Man's primary ability, so his left click. Now, Spider-Man's left click, you get 3 attacks. So you get your first attack, which is a 25 damage hit, another punch, 25 damage, and then your third hit will be a kick. So 1, 2, and then 3, your kick will do 40 damage there. Then next up, if you do a double jump, you'll be able to do a downward hitting motion, which will do 40 damage. I want to demonstrate a use of the ground pound here. So if we go ahead and you shoot him in F, then you can use your ground pound to get that extra damage off. So as long as you double jump there, you can hit that on the way down and you'll be doing a load more damage. Now, one big thing to notice with Spider-Man's punch is that for a lot of heroes, it's a lot better to hit to the right due to the fact that your camera is a bit over your right shoulder, meaning that if you aim left, generally you wouldn't hit as much. But with Spider-Man's punch, he has quite a big AoE, meaning he could hit multiple enemies with one punch. It doesn't really matter, you can hit sort of anywhere and you will still hit them, which is a big advantage playing Spider-Man. However, these same rules do not apply for his web clusters. So I'll show you here. If I attack over on his left side, then I have to get extremely close to hit my web clusters. Whereas if I attack over on his right shoulder, I can hit pretty far away and it still hits him. With these, you have infinite range. No matter how far back I go here, even from all the way back here, I can still hit these. Now, when you use your web clusters, meaning your right click, you deploy a spider tracer, which you can see right there is that little symbol right above their head. Which means that if you now use your E, you'll be pulled towards them, compared to if you do not have a spider tracer, which will pull them towards you. Now, one thing that I found quite annoying when I started playing the game is that by default, there's no way to pull them towards you if you've already hit one of these. You sort of have to go in. Now, you can change this by going to your settings. You go to keyboard, you go to combat, and you're going to click specifically for Spider-Man. So you click on this, Spider-Man confirm. You're going to scroll down and you're going to find your ability get over here. You can change this to whatever you want. I will use X as that is a free button. Here you can see everything that is free and you can come back, which means now that when you right click with your spider tracer, it will still be E to attack them. Whereas if you want to pull them in, you'll be pressing X. So if I put a spider tracer on, I can still press X, which pulls them in, which means you have access to both abilities. Now, when it comes to swinging, by default, in your settings, you are going to see under keyboard and combat, you'll see automatic swing. Now, by default, this is enabled, which means that if I swing, it will just attach to the nearest point, and I'll be able to swing freely. However, I want you to disable this. So you go back in here. You're going to go to automatic swing, you're going to turn that off, which now means that you will swing to the point where you are looking. Which means that not only can you swing and be more precise with this, you can also launch yourself straight forward. If you just want to close the distance, then you can shift into something and then you can land an attack. Now generally I would recommend that you shift in and press F, because then you can still easily get away. Now we also have Spider-Man's Uppercut ability, which is a massive AoE attack that will launch people into the air and do a lot of damage. Now, this ability has a lot of uses. One good thing about this ability is the fact that you can swing and you can do your punch and you will keep your momentum, meaning that you can swing in, do your uppercut and get out of that situation very quickly. If you want to attack an enemy, always use your web clusters first. Now if you just land 2, then you can come in, you can press F and you can hit them with just 1 hit after that. Although you do still need to land that last hit. So generally, you're going to want to get 1, 2, 3, then you E and F, and that'll kill them. Now, Spider-Man's ultimate is devastating. It attacks in a massive AoE around you and does massive damage. However, keep note, as you'll see here, that you cannot fire behind walls. So if there's an enemy on another side of an object, then you will not hit them. Another thing that a lot of people seem to forget is the spider sense ability that Spider-Man has. So if we spawn in here, there you go. So when a hero is near you, an enemy hero, you'll see that little spidey sense around you. So that will happen. For example, as I show now, it can happen if an enemy is behind a wall, and you'll see it beforehand. Now, when it comes to team-ups, Spider-Man gets a few different ones. Your biggest advantage is going to be Penny Parker and Venom. Now, Penny Parker is going to give you plus 150 hit points, which means that you're getting 400 hit points. And Venom gives you a new ability by pressing C. Now, a team up with Venom makes Spider-Man extremely powerful because you can only use one web cluster, get in there, F, and then press C, and you'll be able to kill any 250 HP character. Now, the next team up for Spider-Man is Squirrel Girl. Now, Squirrel Girl will give you a 10% boost to your damage. Now, another setting that I recommend, if you go into your settings, is down here you'll see direction of wall crawling. Now, I use advanced towards crosshair because if you take advance vertically upwards, if you then wall run, it is very difficult to control in my opinion, and it doesn't really go where you want it to go. It's really, you have to play it to get a feel for it, but for me it just feels very odd. So I change this to go directly to towards your crosshair. Now there's a few more settings that I think like you should have. Hold swing I would disable, because that means that only when you are holding down shift are you swinging, which makes it a lot easier to cancel your swing, which will allow for a lot better mobility. Automatic swing, as discussed before, it should be off. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope these tips and tricks are going to help you out in your next games. I'm going to show all the settings that I use here now on the screen. So I hope to see you for the next tutorial. Please comment the next hero that you want me to cover. And if you did enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe. It greatly helps out the channel. And have a good one.